welcome back everyone. We're coming back from Rugrats stealing away a map off ATK Arena, who have picked us to, and they've dropped off the first map. Now we are on the second map. This is Rugrats' map pick, also known as X Zone, by the way, if you're coming from HLTV. This is now the second map in their map pick on Overpass. Now the metrics, the stats, that's still leaning towards ATK Arena for Overpass, but Boggs, your heart is saying intuition Rugrats might come out on top. We can go ahead and just jump straight into the server. We can talk over this knife round while it plays out.
Yeah, I'm feeling the Rugrats 2-0. My brain tells me that ATK wins in 3, but sometimes you gotta go with your heart, and I kind of feel Rugrats are taking this one, and it might be a little more lopsided than you might expect.
Oh no. Okay. So ATK Arena will get their side choice, and it will be CT side, of course. Let the games begin. I wonder if Attack will come in strong early here to try to reestablish dominance and confidence here, or if they'll cower and start to lean on conservatism versus aggression.
I'm curious to see that too, because I feel like playing aggressive kind of plays into Rugrats' hands, but then again, you can't play too passive against Rugrats because they will punish you.
Exactly.
So it's kind of a lose-lose situation, a Kobayashi Maru, if you will. So we'll see here. But the connector push is going to come in, and there's a stack from ATK. Swisher's found the first Black Poison, trades it. Swisher will eventually convert the spray onto Black Poison, and it's a man advantage going the way of Rugrats. The aggression from ATK punished in con.
Have a man advantage, and they really don't need to aggress or do anything risky right now. They just need to group up and take control together, and it's exactly what they're going to do. It's going to start off with control towards bathroom. Fady has been spotted. He finds one all the way in the back and could have almost found the second onto Typhoon, but they were managed to get the trade quickly enough. Now it's down to JT and Domster. They do have a kit. They do have a flashbang remaining as well, so they could retake this, but it's still one body up here for Rugrats.
Although Typhoon, this is pretty much a one-shot. Any of these players use a one-shot to the face. Twice has dodged the flashbang, and he pays Domster a visit with a bullet to the face. As now it's just JT, half HP and a kit. And Typhoon on 5 HP will finish him from range. And Rugrats win the pistol round, and a fantastic start for them again on T-side.
Okay. So Attack do want it to go aggressive. I feel like they kind of went in between both of what we thought was going to happen. Like, they didn't really go full aggressive. They just kind of had a setup in connector versus the peek out. Just everyone wide swing, fight the connector fast with USBs. So they kind of took a hybrid approach. Not overly aggressive, not overly passive, but it didn't really pan out for them this time around. I think if you want to go aggressive against Rugrat, you kind of have to full commit to the aggression. You can't half it. But now it's going to be a purchase coming out here for Attack. It's upgraded pistols, a little bit of armor to increase their chances, and looking like they want to go for that 4th round heavy purchase with Ops and Augs.
I feel like it's a good move. This is an Opera's paradise, and to get those sniper rifles up means a lot more chance to win. And 5.7's not going to do too shabby close range, but Hunter finds 2. Dom on the Deagle, though, gets a nice one. But Typhoon will shut it down in the end. It's a 3v2, a little bit more expensive for Rugrats than we might have liked. But I believe they did have the majority SMGs up. But still, the Deagle is making itself known as Hunter's down to 12 HP, and JT's rotated down through Green Door towards Graffiti. But he does go down in the end with 10's the last alive, 1v3. He can pull this off. He is one of those players who might be able to, but he is only good for 1, as Hunter will shut him down on the trade. And it's a 2-0 lead for Rugrats, and they keep both of the rifles they had into that round up alive. So that is going to be good for the economy short term. But long term, it's still not too great yet.
Yeah, and really here, Attack don't have much to work with. It's going to be just upgraded pistols, double flashbangs for JT. Let's see if they do anything with that. It seems like it is leading to a heavy B stack, and that's exactly where Rugrats are headed. So we might see a clash here. Finally, the law stacks might prove wrong.
Yeah, and this series so far. Oh yeah, they're going for the triple boost indeed. And I wonder if that's going to pay off for him, as Fady's playing behind Pillar. Nobody else has seen the triple stack boost. And with nobody going water, really doesn't do anything at all.
Okay, they get 1 kill out of that. That's only a Mac 10 though. That's not a big deal. But now he's gotten all the information that they need. The flashbang comes out. A brawl is happening, but it's definitely favoring Rugrats. Hey, Tens finds a kill. Consolation. Now it's not a consolation. Now it's dangerous for Rugrats.
Okie dokie. He's found a MAC-10, but he doesn't have armor. Is he actually going to run for the hills? Is he going for a long rotation, or is he going for exit? Typhoon finds Black Poison, but I'm still wondering what Tens is doing running around with a MAC-10.
I don't know. Let's find out.
I think he's going for you could give me.
Yeah, I think he's going for the rotate kill with the MAC-10 for the extra money. But he's so far removed now, it's not even going to matter.
And they're not even exit towards him as well. They're all going to go out towards Monster. And...
Oh.
Oh. Oh, man.
Tens, not like this, Tens.
That's a Pog champ right there. Oh, man.
Oh, I'm crying, man. I can't. I have literal tears coming out of my eyes, dude. All right, not the confidence that you need, but I think a good lap for attack is it will serve them right here.
I think hopefully it does. Hopefully they are laughing about it instead of getting tilted in the team speak. But right now it is guns aplenty for both teams. There is kits, but the utility looks a little sorely lacking.
Oh, the nade didn't blow the door open.
I know. I don't understand nade logic.
Okay, they go one kill. Domster, JT playing with fire, but let's keep the man up. Now, the two players are flooding towards long gate from Rugrats. They're looking to go aggressive. Doesn't seem like they're really stopped unless they're looking for that pick, but now they're going to start making their way in. Tens with AWP. How does that miss? It looked like it was right on him. Luckily, Fady's there for the support, so Twice isn't really able to gain ground, but now the two remaining players for Rugrats are making their way up. Bathrooms, Tens, important kill, he finds it.
Hunter strikes back, but that's Tens gone, and Swisher with the 180 onto JT, getting him even up, and actually HP advantage to the T side, as Hunter does take a bit of a nade damage, but Black Poison has still gone by, and it's Hunter in the 1v2, and this doesn't really favor him. He has the op, and he knows where one of them is. He does not know where Dom is, though. Dom can have repositions anywhere, and it doesn't even matter. Black Poison shuts it down, grabs the op, and gun round number 1 goes the way of ATK Arena.
Yeah, they really needed that, and that was super well played by Black Poison, cerebral and otherwise. And they managed to pick up an important round. Now, how messy these rounds have been for Rugrats is now kind of, they're paying the consequences of it. This could have been a buy round for them had they made those rounds just a tiny little bit cleaner. But it'll be pistols, a little bit of armor, some utility on hand to increase their chances and give them passage, or at least attempt to give them passage to site. But they are up against double ops and double rifles with a single SMG. So Attack Arena, they're ready for this.
They're ready to attack this incoming onslaught as the Rugrats work their way up con. Actually, they're just going to give it up. I kind of do like this from ATK, where they're just getting possession, seeing people falling off, and playing with their supports. They don't want to get caught out by the pistols, and that will give themselves a little bit more into this round. Oh, there goes JT. He's found 2. Typhoon shuts it down. This is where things can get a little scary. If the AUG gets picked up for the T side, Typhoon has it, but Fady's gone unnoticed. Swisher finds Tens, however, but still Fady is kind of that little spanner in the works. He's been revealed now, and he has to fall back behind Dice. But Swisher is still in the area with the op. He is in the smoke, and Typhoon is watching the flank with Hunter somewhere in the vicinity around the site. He has gone down. It's Typhoon to find one. Bomb being tapped, bomb being stuck. Typhoon has to swing, and it is Dom to find it again, but he has to pop off the bomb. Swisher not on the angle, and Dom has a defuse. He does go down in the end, but the op will be saved for ATK nonetheless. An expensive round victory.
That was so hectic on the A site. There's literally nowhere for attack to stand. That wasn't like either it's blocked off by a smoke or there's somebody there up close and personal for Rugrats. I mean, that could have... That almost unfolded terribly for them. And this is like one of the reasons why I don't like the A players to go passive early, because you just get overwhelmed by the pistols on the A site, especially if you can't find the entries or enough entries, even though JT found 2 kills from the garbage area right there. But Attack Arena, all things considered, that was a really successful round for Rugrats. They got 4 casualties out of that. They got a bomb plant out of that. And that was only just pistol armor buy, so that was a super successful round for Rugrats, all things considered. But Attack Arena, this is an important round. Otherwise, this is the double reset.
Xander just took a wallbang shot as well, but he is going to find 10s down to 40 HP. I don't think it really matters all that much, as the opening kill goes the way of the Rugrats. And if they can get 6 out of this half, I'm sure they'll be happy. But right now, they can get a little more than 6, especially if they pick up this round win.
This is a big swing round here. Really, Attack needs to do everything they can to pick up this round. And same for Rugrats if they want that early lead and that comfortable T-side finish. And maybe even more than comfortable, maybe even superb T-side finish. But right now, it seems like the Rugrats are regrouping towards B site. It's going to be an execute on that site with smokes, with flashes, with Molotovs for barrel, leaving Attack very limited places to stand. And now the hit's coming in.
Dom from behind the pit ramp will be able to peek on in and find Swisher. Oh, actually, it's JT fading to find 2 more. Dom finds another, and it's Hunter in a 1v3. Somehow it's all come crashing down as ATK had rotated all the way through. A fantastic read from them. They've tied things up, and it's Rugrats' turn to be on the pistols. Only Hunter has money.
You know what's crazy is every time I look at the posturing for Attack on the defense on some of the situations that they're in, I'm always like, this is a weird scenario. But they're so good at holding executes. Like, as soon as an execute is coming in, it seems like Attack Arena is playing them out perfectly. The smoke there for barrel and left side pillar gave them so much space and breathing room towards pit angle. Let them work those picks one by one on the A execute, on the B execute, excuse me. And now Rugrats are broken. Have just couple deagles, 3 of them, 2 P250. Swisher's already been tagged down. Tens is playing with his food towards party and playground, and he's already gotten the bomb, and now it's all just come crumbling down with Swisher remaining. He got tagged earlier, so I mean, this is the ideal finish here for Attack in this round.
Ideal indeed. And
Black Poison?
That was nasty from Black Poison. I didn't even know the CZ could do that much damage to the little wood wall. Guess the more you know, right? That was disgusting.
Yeah. Now another important round coming up here for Rugrats. They're fully invested. They have everything they need now. Full AKs, AWP for Hunter. And they're still limited, in some ways at least, for Attack. I mean, they have 10s on the MP9. Not terrible, but it might come into play here if they can't find a good place for him to play. But I think he's headed inside a connector, so that's a good place for that to be. Early aggression coming out early from Rugrats as they look to overwhelm the A part of the map. And they found the early frag.
Weiss took a lot of damage in return, though. And Xander is low as well. Tens finds one on the MP9, gets traded out by Typhoon. And that is the MP9 connector control drawn. And also the Zeus out of the hands of the CT side, but Black Poison is able to take down Xander and even it up to a 3v3, but the low HP players are now gone out of the round for the Rugrats. So it is just about even with utility slightly favoring the CT side. And Swisher has gone his way down in toward water. He's getting a little bit of control, a little bit of information, but the bomb still seems to be heading up towards A.
Yeah, it's just really just a waiting game here for Rugrats. You have the defense starting to panic and be very antsy. I think Black Poison just spotted Hunter towards long A, and he definitely knows he's there because he popped the shot off, actually. The bomb is down in bathrooms, but 45 seconds left on the clock. Now, they do have time, yes, but if they continue lingering, they'll have no choice but to remain on the A site. Now, with water control here for Domster, they really don't need to reinforce B, so the 2 defenders for Attack can remain on A site, and they have their players in the right places at the right time. They just need to hold strong.
Fade's gonna have to hold it, and he does find the first on the Typhoon. He hears Swisher as well coming up, but it's gonna be Black Poison to take the op shot and win the duel. Hunter again in the 1vx, and I feel like he's just gonna try and save. He's all the way running back towards long.
Yeah, it's no choice but to save right here. Hit that up, bring it into the next round as a hero AWP. And I think his teammates will have a little bit of money. Maybe probably just pistols and light armor. Maybe AK light armor for twice if you really want to. Gee, I guess they could pump out a buy. Boys can pick up an AK, so can Typhoon. If Xander decides to, he'll have light armor instead of a helmet. Or they could just go for the half buy right here. Pistols and armor. Use their chances of winning the round, but not overly invest. Let's see what they decide.
I feel like half buy is probably the better source of aggression here, but they are going to go for what seems to be a full investment war. They got a Galil. They have 2 of them. And what do you think about this? I'm not.
I don't hate the idea of a buy. I just think the buy could have been better had they managed their money just a tiny little bit better. Typhoon could have had an AK. That would have been double AKs, a single Galil, I think they just wanted the extra utility for a set piece, but I mean, this is risky. This could be the turning point here for Attack to get a massive lead, or it could be Rugrats bringing the lead back to their favor. But now the B hit's coming in.
Beatty is shutting it all down. He's found a third, making a fourth. He's on for the ace, as it's twice in a 1v4. And this would be a heroic effort of monstrous proportions of Herculean proportions if Twice can pull this off. And it won't be his day, as Tens will shut him down. But Fady, the opener onto Hunter, the second, third, and fourth kills, all spectacular. And ATK have doubled their round lead, as they're up to 3 rounds, or not double their round lead, but they have double the score of Rugrats, and it's looking good for them.
Yeah, I mean, this is 6 in a row now, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I think for the last rounds have been worth it for Rugrats. They wait. Oh, he's going for it. No. Oh!
Oh my. Clip
oh my. Everyone back in the chat right now. It's going to be fast play for the remaining players.
I feel like anything else that happens in this round, barring a 1v5 or 4 here from Xander, would fail to overshadow the...
God, Tens?
Actually, just clip that play from Tens, as he's found 4. But that first shot is just so good. The rest of them don't even seem half as good. I mean, the no-scope's got to be cool, but compared to the wall bang, what more can you ask for?
Yeah, I mean, look at the replay right now. Look at this. He had so many opportunities to get headshot. Like 1, 2, 3. It goes for the last. That's just Twice his luck, I swear. Okay, I think we're back. There we go. I think the transition froze there for a second, but we're back. Now, it is going to be a purchase here for the Rugrats. Of course, Xander picked up the AK, I think, last round, so he's limited in terms of weaponry.
Yeah, it does seem to be a UMP on Xander. And full helmets across the ATK squad, as they've won 7 in a row, so they are not exactly lacking for money. Black Poison almost to 11k as well. And Rugrats need to start picking up some rounds, because as it stands, 3 rounds definitely not enough on a T side, despite Overpass being that CT side map. And Tens is going to start it off again. He's stepping up. We mentioned him in the pre-match to be one of those X-Factor players for ATK. Look at this performance from him.
Wait, look at Xander's positioning, but Fady was so ready for that. Now JT's been taken away, but Tens is still there with AWP, and he manages to maintain a heavy advantage for his team, and he's not satisfied. This is the X factor. See, this is the type of player that, you know, this is not good. Arguably good textbook CS, right? It's confidence based. He has 2-man advantage. He doesn't need to take that pick, but he continues to control. Now Domster's pushed up towards the B side. As soon as he clears water, he'll realize there's no one here, and if these players continue running, Domster will hear them. Is he hearing him? Yeah, he hears him now for sure. That's 1. That's 2.
Even if he didn't hear him, he surely would have seen them in a couple seconds, because he had the right idea, and that's an easy mop-up for Dom.
So A3. I guess we're seeing each team take their enemy's map pick.
I think you might be right, but then I worry for Rugrats on Inferno, because ATK, with their structure, shouldn't be losing a map like Inferno.
Yeah, that's a really good point. But both teams are pretty good on Inferno, though, so I really don't know which way I'm leaning. And I think, metrically speaking, they have similar success on that map. But it is going to be Molotov, and probably Rugrats looking to overwhelm the B site, but they haven't committed just yet. They're waiting for that right time to strike. They're just baiting away some of the utility here for Attack, and then they're going to go with the second wave.
And they come. Fady gets traded out, but Domster actually only gets 1. I thought he would have been able to find more. The op from Black Poison reveals itself, and he's down to 1 HP. Typhoon will have to switch over to the CZ, but Black Poison should be able to get out of it for now. He is still alive, and Tens has come in from the heaven. Can he be an angel of death? If it is one man to be, it would be him, and he does so much to Typhoon with that. The rest of them push on in, but Typhoon swings wide and finds JT. Tenzera will be the last alive, as Typhoon has made it a nice 3k. And on 5 HP, Tens versus Typhoon will be won by Tens. He's going to try and escape with his life, but Swisher. Long-range CZ. What a round for Rugrats to pick up.
Out of all the rounds they could have picked up, it was a freaking eco, of course. But that was really smart by Rugrats, though. They knew that attack had so much utility, so they threw a first wave of utility in to bait away the counter mollies, the counter flashbangs, and then they came in with the second wave of utility once Attack Arena started running thin on that grenadery. So really well played by Rugrats. Nice call there from Xander, the IGL of the squadron, and they picked up a pretty important economical swing ground. Now, it hasn't broken attack yet, but at least it's weakened their economy significantly.
It's brought them down to 1 op too, notably as well. So that's a very important round for the Rugrats to pick up, and Swisher picks up a spectacular kill through the wall. Tens might have hit his op shot, but Swisher is trying to even the score with that nice kill on the Domster. Fady has found 1, does the spray for 2. That is disgusting from Fady. He's allowed to get 1, yes, I can see, but the second, that shouldn't be his way. And
Nice
Black Poison's
shooting.
found 2 of his own.
Yeah, that's great shooting coming out from Black Poison. Nice flash there from Hunter. That's going to buy him the space and a kill back into his favor. The ball misstyle down towards Monster, though. That needs to be recovered at some point. JT peeks out a little bit overzealously, and he's turned it into a 1 versus 1 by giving away his life. Now it's all down to Tens and Hunter. An Opper head-to-head. One Opper has the Op. The other one has an AK, and Tens just dropped his pistol.
He picked it up, though, I think. At least it shows that it did. And look at the rotation coming in from Tens, though. He's expecting it to be A. And Hunter, he's walking it all the way back towards A. And Tens is ready for it. He is watching long, but Hunter's making all the noise in the world, Roy. And I think Tens has surely heard him by now. It all depends if Hunter can clear this, as Tens is out with a USP. He's not connecting it, but he does eventually.
Ooh, I was clenched, Boggs. I was clenched. Wow, that was...
Yeah, just a diamond.
If he had anything other than a silenced pistol, I think he was dead. Jesus.
Probably right about that one. That was
Wow.
unconventional, unorthodox.
Definitely, definitely. Really well played. 9-4, though. I mean, everyone's saying Tens is overrated in the chat. Eat your own words, chat. Eat your own words. Now it is going to be Rugrats back on the buy. 5 AK-47s. Attack Arena with the weaponry as well. They have kits. They have full utility and brute force water control coming out now from Rugrats as they look to gain control towards the B site early. Mind you, they haven't shown any presence towards the A site whatsoever yet. I think Attack Arena will have a pretty good idea this is going to be a B execute.
Especially with these nades flowing in towards the site. It's going to be a bloodbath. There are 3 defenders ready, but Typhoon finds the first Domster. Black Poison, though, finding all the kills. And it's down to Swisher, and he's going to go down to a USP as well. Double digits for ATK. 10-4, 11-4 looking likely, as I'm sure you've noticed it too. Look at the buy. It's going to have to come in from Rugrats.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal for the final round. This could be Attack Arena picking up the 11-4. That would be a incredibly strong CT side finish. And again, I've talked so much about this, right? Attack, they're so good at defending against executes. I don't know what it is, but their setups are always on point when it comes to countering executes and set pieces.
Yeah, it's a good team to watch, but they also play really well off each other is what I've noticed. But they also have that individual aim to back it up when they need to. But look at that nade. That's such good damage. Black Poison is going to have to mop things up. He finds 3, make it a 4th. And Xander, 1v5. He's got the first. Not out of the woods, though. There are still 2 more players towards the B side. The rotation's coming down as well. The bomb is down for ATK. And Xander only has a Galil as well. No utility. That op shot narrowly missing him as well.
Yeah, this is a 1 versus 4. A Galil versus all these weapons. And I just don't see any hope here.
Okay, Tens.
Tens?
He went for the no scope. Oh, he could have ended that round already. This is ballsy from Tens too. The raw confidence on this player. But he does wisely fall back now, as Xander will fall to Domster in the end, and that's a pretty convincing half as an answer back from ATK.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about 8 rounds in a row before Rugrats were able to pick up a round, and the round they picked up was an eco force buy on the B site. So, I mean, yeah, pretty... all the telltale signs are pointing towards Attack Arena right now, I have to admit. 11-4, though. They've had the most gun round success. They've had pretty much by every metric a success. The only 4 rounds that they lost were the pistol, the 2 ecos following, and then an anti-eco. So, I mean, that's pretty scary for Rugrats. But now they're on the defense. This is where it should feel a little bit easier. But I wonder if the 11 rounds here for attack is maybe too much. I guess we'll find out.
Indeed, we will. And there's a lot of utility on the on the ATK side. They have a Molotov, 2 flashbangs, make it a third, and a smoke. They seem to be committing towards B. It's a 3-man stack towards lane for Rugrats, as this hit is going to rely on the rotations coming from the CT side to defend. Because right now, the bomb site should be ATKs for just about free. But Xander, he's going to come in. This time his hits aren't as clean as they were on Dust 2. He is able to find one, but he gets spread out as his Black Poison 10s. JT finding more. Black Poison finds a second. And Hunter 1v3, not to be. ATK 12 rounds. And that should just about be it for this map. I think we're going to Inferno.
Yeah, you're calling it now?
I mean, pistol round, going to be a 13-4 scoreline, potentially 14 if ATK do win this force and the ensuing eco round. I don't really see much of a chance for Rugrats here. It's going to have to rely on Inferno.
Yeah, it's attack, by the way, not ATK, chat. The owner told me that, and I will call them attack. That's their name. I'll trust the owner instead of you, chat. But it is Rugrats with the broken force by purchase here. It's going to be Deagle's armor across the board. The hand cannons are really good weapons for slow play. The pace that attack's on right now.
Indeed it is. The Deagles to defend twice has the MP9. But look at all these rifles, too. It's going to be a very interesting round. If the Deagles can find a couple of headshots long range, things can flip on its head. And table flips might be in order because the momentum might just swing back into the favor of Rugrats. It'll take a little more than this round, but this would be a good start to strike right back, to force back against ATK and get themselves back into this one. But it's still going to be slow, very slow from Attack Arena.
Yeah, it is incredibly slow play from attack right now. And they have so much map control to work with, though, that Rugrats virtually have no idea where they are or what they're up to. They have no idea if it's a B hit. They have no idea if it's an A hit. And as long as attack denies information and doesn't really give away any signs of their presence early, that'll be it. But I think the jump spot just spotted several players towards the A site. Nice shot from Xander to open that one up. And that's the bomb now showing its hand. And this is going to become weird for Attack Arena. They only have 22 seconds left, and they need to make their way onto a site.
Of course, it's Tens to get the entry, and he's still around looking for more, and he will find it. Actually, it's Fady to find it. It was a very difficult spray. Fady's found 2, but Swisher is holding from Optimus. He's getting flanked from all sides, though. Look at the time. The bomb will just about go down behind the dice, and Twice is there with the MP9, pushing and closing the gap. He heard the reload, but Dom is in good spot to shut him down. He will on the MP5. Costly round for ATK. They've still found 13, and Rugrats just about facing curtains.
Yeah, this is tough. Now they're going to have to eco. They have no choice. But the only thing that worries me here for Rugrats is they virtually have 1 gun round left, assuming they lose all the rest of this half. 1 gun round left to make their stand. Boggs, that's it. And if they get reset at any point in the next 9 rounds that they have to win to bring it into at least OT, that would be a disaster.
And they've won an eco on T side, but it's a lot harder to win on T when you are getting faced by these rifles. And Twice, nothing to find on the USP just yet. He spots out Black Boys and does a little bit of damage. A paltry 13 to the arm, and it's going to be a stalemate as Attack are content to just sit back and wait for Rugrats to get aggressive, except for the fact that JT has gotten all this information on the A site, Roy. He literally has it all cleared out, except for Bank. He's clearing it now. The bomb is still back, and actually, Xander's on the flank.
Wait,
this is going to be a very awkward round.
Wait, no one's looking in this direction. Wait, surely someone is looking in this direction. No, no one is looking in this direction. Xander finds a free pick. This is going to cause confusion, but again, they're still up against unarmored opponents. I mean, this shouldn't terribly cause a chaos here.
JT is still on the flank. He's been spotted in heaven by Swisher, though. And Fady will take Swisher down for the count. A beautiful headshot. Just all the Zeus does so much damage. I feel like was that the Zeus, or was that just already there?
What, the Zeus?
Did Zeus do that damage to Fady?
Yeah, Zeus doesn't one-shot if it has a damage fall-off. I don't know if you know that.
I knew, but I didn't know it could do freaking 77 damage.
Yeah, I think it goes down to, I think the lowest it can do is 70, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my gosh. How many Zeuses have we seen in the past couple days? Like 4?
I think my favorite round was, I forget who it was, but one of the European teams had 2 Zeuses in in some of the key spots. I think it was on Mirage. One person was Zeusing towards top connector, and one person was Zeusing towards like B on defense, and they both got Zeus kills and won the round off it. I've seen one team do 5 Zeus setup. I forget what team that was as well. I've watched so much Counter-Strike, it's becoming a blur. But here we go. This is the important round. This is the hot round that we've been hyping up. This is what could be the final real gun round available here for Rugrats. They have to make their stand right here, right now, Boggs. The lifeline, it's come to an end for this map.
This is their Dunkirk. They can't fall back any further. This is their last stand. And ATK, again, neglecting to go for the aggression early and bait out this utility from the Rugrats, as it does come in now, and Twice is there alive. He's found 1, he's found 2, making a half of a third, and he's done damage as well onto JT, who still somehow swinging, but he does go down to the end. Swisher and Xander and Hunter all finding kills and making a 5th on the board for the Rugrats, but a costly 5th. But Twice playing from the monster tunnel. Nice double.
Yeah, definitely. And they make their stand. All right, the first official round is in their hands. Attack is now limited in terms of weaponry. I think JT is just trying to even out his money by buying a hero AK-47, increase their chances. Tens is going for the Deagle armor play as well. So, hey, they have something to work with. A couple of 4 flashbangs in total. And they're looking to see if they can overwhelm one of the players. If they can find one of these rifles early or one of the ops early, that'd be huge for Attack. And that's in bathrooms right now.
That would be a massive pickup, as they do have the AK too, so you never know. AK off, maybe get a rifle off the back of that as well. This could definitely be flipped on its head. This Hunter is waiting for it. He finds the first, but he's going to have to run for the hills, as pretty soon he's going to be overwhelmed with pistols. And oh, that was a nasty fadeaway on the Black Poison. There is still more to work off. Domster misses the jump onto Flowers, but the AK spray, JT's so close, a little farther to the left, and he would have had the kill. But as it stands right now, Rugrats should be picking up a 6th. If they can make it clean, it should be very good.
Yeah, I mean, unless what Tens or JT pop off right here, I really don't see a version where Attack comes out on top. Okay, first pick goes their way. That's a great find, but there's still 2 defending players right here. And JT found the second. Now the hero AK is becoming dangerous. Only 1 player left, and he's had to fall back. Hunter does not want to give away his off early. He goes for the missed shot. He could have gone overwhelmed, but he gets to keep his life for now. And JT with the hero AK. 3 kills on hand. Twice to get traded out. 1 for 1. That leaves Hunter by himself. No smoke, no kit. And Tens has the AK-47. And Attack Arena have done the impossible off the heroic effort of JT with the hero AK. That's why I love hero AKs. Just can never count them out.
You said it was up to JT or Tens to pop off. They both popped off. When JT was done, Tens came and said hello. They found all 5, and what a phenomenal play by JT on the AK. Those were crisp headshots too. I don't think he took more than 2 or 3 shots each player. That is spectacular work to get map point for ATK and bring Attack onto map number 3, which is going to be Inferno.
Yeah, I can't wait. Inferno's going to be nuts, man. Again, there's still 10 rounds here. Honestly, though, I have to say, I think this one is pretty much over. The weaponry is extremely limited here for Rugrats, and as much as optimistic as I am, I just don't see a version where Rugrats bring this back and win in OT. Tens goes 1 for 1 with his teammate. Nice trade by Hunter and Swisher. Okay, so some damage is dealt. There's hope here. Another attack comes out by Hunter.
Hunter will eventually get taken down by Fady, but he is so low. 8 HP to his name, and Swisher and Typhoon have full HP, decent amount of utility, and rifles. So this is not a done deal yet for ATK for Attack, and they might still have another round or 2 to play with, because if Rugrats can win this round, Attack's going to be in a weird spot with money. But Fady, he's not done yet. He has the bomb as well, and an 8 HP clutch would be absolutely bonkers.
This is so weird. Now, in this 1v1, Fady really can't afford to take the raw duel. It's going to have to be a cerebral play coming out here from Fady. He's going to smoke off heaven. That's going to give him passage to sight. The bomb will be planted. I think Fady's just going to use the bomb tap to try to figure out where Swisher is. Now they know that Fadey's wounded. Surely they know. And they're looking for it, and there it is. Hunter gets the kill. So, all right. Rugrat managed to stay in the game. But they still have to win 9 in a row here to go OT, Boggs. That's... Oof. It's a tough one. There's like maybe a 0.5% chance this happens, though.
I mean, I know I've mentioned this a couple days ago, but it brings me back to the old Taco quote where he's basically talking about MI or SK at that point in time versus VP, 15-5 scoreline. Vaughn says, "You think we are good? We win this now." Did we win? Of course not. 16-5. Rugrats got the 6th round, so that's a start. It's not over yet.
Definitely not over yet, by no means. Now, this is going to be a kind of a weird purchase here for Attack. They're just trying to even up the money. They still will have a buy in the round to follow. Not a big deal. But they have increased their chances at the very least. They have double rifles. One is a one-tap machine. The other one is a glorified M4.
Honestly, it might be better than the M4.
Okay, what? No, you're kidding.
It has the extra 5 rounds.
You think the Galil is better than the M4? You're trolling.
Really
no, you're
trolling.
trolling. You're trolling. I don't believe you. Here we go.
The MAC-10, though, finds the opener. Typhoon's gone. And a Molotov will actually end Domster, but Swisher is holding it down. Xander's come through as well. And Fady on 2 HP will see his life fade away as Rugrats pick up a 7th round. The AK saved 3 rifles, the M4s, the AK, and another buy will be upcoming for the Rugrats.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're coming off a round win. They're definitely going to be buying. I'm just wondering if Attack will be buying here because they might have overinvested slightly. Now they don't have enough money for AK and armor, so they're going to give away another round here to Rugrat. Or at least increase the chances of Rugrat winning this round, I should say. But it is full high power. They have, an AK, double M4s, and AUG against just Deagles and a CZ. So, let's see how this plays out.
Typhoon's going to open it up on the MP9. He'll find a second onto Fady. That's some good bank building for him. But JT will shut down his dreams of creating a new central bank because he's only got 1,200 in the bank the next round. And now it's going to be ATK trying to put this round in the bank and put this map in the bag. There is a 3-man stack. No, it's just a 2-man stack. 3 players up lane for Attack, but Rugrats still not going to overcommit. Good decision from him. There is armor on Dom and Black Poison as well, so that could actually play into their favor, but look at this rotation.
Domster can get 1 kill. That might be all that he needs to create the shadow of what the other 2 players are doing. And it seems like they're maybe... Oh, they were so close to taking the bait, but that player lingered. Wish he's a little wiser for the wear. And I think this one is secure. They have the AUG in the right place. Switch is right there. They have a player in pit as well as a contingency. That's twice. And it's going to be incredibly difficult here for Attack to come out on top.
And that's a pretty clean round for Rugrats, too. Only losing 1 man. And the thing is, too, Typhoon can buy up an op, toss it over to Hunter. That'll give them a nice chance going into this round. And that's indeed what they elected.
All right, 7 rounds to go. The chances are increasing. If Rugrat break double digits, then I'll start to regain some faith in them, Boggs.
I mean, if they get double digits, that's a good finish in and of itself. I mean, I don't know if I would go so far as to say they could pull the comeback, but it still would be decent. I mean,
yeah,
getting double digits is a lot better than getting steamrolled.
Yeah, and you know, that will give them some confidence at least, or some consolation mentally for the final game, right? They can say, well, if we had a better T side, then we would have won. You know, at least they have some sort of safety net, or mental, like psychological safety net, I should say. Have something to fall back on versus getting swept like 16-4 or whatever. Either way, right now it's going to be Attack. They have no scope weapons except the SG in the hands of Domster. You don't really have a way to battle Hunter or go head-to-head with the ops. So it's going to be rifle play. If they can find some entries, if they can find space, they can maybe execute from there or try to just walk in contact into a site. But right now, the long A setup for Rugrats, that could be a problem for Attack.
Definitely can, as now the swing is going to come through. It's Xander with 1, making a double as Fady falls as well. And Xander still has a decent amount of HP to play with, considering he just fought 2 players. And the hit does seem to be coming in towards B, though, however, as the bomb is rotating down through CT, or through T.
they heard all these players in water, by the way. They made noise, but now the hit's coming in.
Oh, the double trade actually comes through. The bomb
Uh-oh.
can go down now as Typhoon's gone. And Hunter, what a shot on the Black Poison. Disgusting wallbang as Tens has to try and 1v2 this. Xander is low. There is a Molotov, however, and that will go through. The flashbang comes in as well. Typhoon has been forced behind the pillar. He is burning down to 66 HP, and Hunter's gone for it. Tens found Xander. That got way too close for comfort. Rugrats barely able to pull this around to a 9th.
Dude, they were lined up. They were right there for him, too. And Tens has such good spray control that I don't think he would have dropped the ball had Hunter not gotten that trade instantly. Wow. 6 rounds to go. Bomb plant for attack means they can force up if they choose to. But I'm really surprised that they're still not saving money for their op. They need that to battle Hunter early.
I feel like they're too overconfident with this lead. I mean, I agree with you wholeheartedly. They do need to get that op up, and right now they're just sitting with rifles, forcing up round after round. And that nade is going to take Tens down, but he's going to finish the job on the Swisher. So a great start for ATK. There still is that op to deal with. It has been a thorn in their side on Dust 2 and here on Overpass as well. So we'll see if they're able to win this round off the back of Tens, but still, there's a lot more to do.
Definitely is a lot more to do, but first pick, that's definitely going to be the key. Let's see if they can convert this. I don't think Hunter will fall all the way back here. I think he'll linger around looking for the equalizer. He's kind of that really solid opera that you can always depend on to make smart, aggressive plays. But right now, Attack have chosen the right site. There's only 2 players here, and they can overwhelm it quickly. The Molotov comes out. They're waiting for the right utility, but actually going to walk on in and twice doubles down. That's a terrible turn of events.
Double trouble for twice, but Typhoon has peaked. Heist goes down, and Hunter has to be the Angel of Death, but he is getting tagged by Black Poison as well. 40 seconds of the clock, and Hunter's nade will destroy Dawn, but Xander's been hurt. It's a 1v2 for Hunter now, as ATK might have just put this over the line. Hunter has to drop, and it's Tens and Black Poison. Tens is so low, and Black Poison just about getting spotted out. He goes down. Tens gets spotted, but he wins that duel versus Hunter. And an unfortunate turn of events for Hunter means that he is not able to clutch it out. And ATK will swap map picks with Rugrats. And we're headed to the 3rd map and decider of Inferno.
Yeah, and that is going to be an absolute battle. Tens is really the only player in the server who's at 1 kill per round. Fady has 9 assists, though. So, I mean, he's right there with Tens. But overall, it's no one really overperforming for Attack. They seem to have all contributed to that win as a team. And I think the same thing could be said for the other side as well. I think there's a bit more of a discrepancy on that side. But overall, a really well-played map by Attack. Nice, I mean, almost flawless on the CT side. But we are now going to the decider map, the 3rd map of the series. That is going to be Inferno, and that's coming up after a quick short break. I just want to say, guys, thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you guys being here. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I know a lot of you guys are extremely passionate about this game and, passionate about the players and the outcome of these matches. Just please remember to keep it respectful, keep it civil in the chat. And also, if you haven't done so already, guys, please do follow our socials, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. Those are great ways to keep track of everything happening within Winners League, as well as Boggs' Twitter, Mel's Twitter, and my own down here below. Besides that, we'll be back after a quick short break.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by VBet. Play responsibly. And by